Okay, so now I'm going to take the millimeter ruler. I'm going to place it at the bottom of the sulcus, right? Now measure 22 millimeters and mark.
Wait, from the bottom of the vestibule?
Bottom of the vestibule, I'm sorry.
So from the top of the lingual frenum?
Yes, or wherever your rim is.
Top of the rim.
Okay.
The top of the rim.
Okay.
Did I confuse
that
you?
makes it better.
From the top of the rim?
Top of the rim.
The base.
Top of the pin.
Oh, please. Wherever you stop trimming, okay?
There we go.
Okay. Measure 22 millimeters.
That's basically at the top.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's
right
right
there.
at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so for here, the top is going to wind up right there. Okay? For the back, we need 18 millimeters. I don't know how we're going to do this. That's why this ruler is kind of stupid. Okay, so from here to there, mark 18 millimeters. It's almost at the top also. Wow. Okay, we're just going to, basically it's going to be from here to like right there. And can you kind of guess that one? Is it like the same thing?
Yeah, it's basically
Right there.
So you're measuring from the triad.
I'm going from the triad to
Okay.
right here.
So you're measuring the length of base plate wise.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, we all good? Okay, so now the next thing,
So you measured it from the, from the top, the bottom of the...
we're measuring from, so you can see it on the video, from the top of the sulcus, to the bottom of the sulcus, whichever you want to call, from here to however high it is 22 millimeters. From the base up to however high is 18, from the base to like, it's right here, right Chris?
Yep.
18. So we're going to like here, and there, and there. Okay. Now this is the magical part. Now when you do this, we're going to heat this up. Don't hold your cast like this and melt the wax. It's going to drip all over your hands. The tricky part here is do it like this, have it drip away from you. All right? Is this brand new?
Yep.
I don't know.
That's what I got it for.
The one thing to remember when you get these is make sure you pull the labels off of this, otherwise they get melted on. How many of you guys have done that? You know, nobody's done that. Okay, let's see if this is warm enough. And since we don't have that much to go, try and find all your markings. And when you do that, you're going to wind up with a base like that.
Gorgeous.
Okay, you see how smooth that is? Done, finished, boom. So let's see if this is a really lousy. I can't figure out how to do this.
There you go.
Okay, that looks 22. That looks 18. That looks close enough. Okay, so now we have the right height. The next thing you want to do while this is still soft is you need a 2 degree or 3 degree taper, right? So while this is still soft, just grab this and pull on it. It'll stretch a little bit, okay? The point is when you do the upper and the lower, you want it to look like that, because that's how your teeth, they're not like this, right? They're going to be like this a little bit. Okay? So when we hold this up, and we do that in 2 seconds, you see the taper?
Yes.
It's a nice taper.
Okay? So now the last thing is, we need this to be 10, this to be, what do we say? 6 to 8, and this 4. So we're going to take our trusty ruler, which I still hate. We're going to measure this. Okay, and if we look at this, it's what do we have here? This actually looks like 12. It's like 12, right? So what we're going to wind up doing is take a little bit off of here, and we're just going to fake this, okay? Actually, I think we're going to do this first. All right, does all this make sense? Pretty good? How much, are you timing this?
It's been 18 minutes and 40 seconds.
It's been what?
18 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear what you said.
You said 45.
He's an idiot.
Whatever.
Exactly.
18, isn't that what you said?
Uh-huh.
18. That's when it starts.
clean this up a little bit.
No, you're just
All right.
freehand.
I'm just freehanding this because this is kind of arbitrary, and I'll show you why. Okay, and we're just going to smooth it out a little bit. Okay, sort of. Okay, the whole point of doing it this way is the molars are going to be, you need to place the width of the molar here, the premolar there, and the anteriors there. Okay? So now we've got this sort of looking good, that's looking good. Now the last step, and we're done, is we're taking this off, and this is where it's going to go, ooh, maybe. We'll see. You need your last sheet of wax. Okay, pick this up, cut it down the middle. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, now. That wasn't the ooh part. Oh, that was the ooh part, cutting it in half? Ooh, wow.
Pretty even cut.
You guys are easy. Okay, I'm just, you're so easily entertained. Okay, I'm just heating one side of this. We'll see if this will work. Okay. Now what I'm going to do with this is the cover all sins deal. I'm just going to take this and cover everything here. Almost everything like this. Okay?
Wow.
Wow? Okay. Okay. So now we're going to take a knife and get off all the excess. So I'm going to come back here and go right like that. And then we're going to go here and do, oop. Never say oop in front of your patients. Okay, we're going to go back to this. And we're going to take off that little extra, whatever that was. Oh, I need a little bit more. You need to trim off all the crust all the way around, Ethan. Okay, nobody laughed. Okay, and take your knife, and last thing to do is take off this stuff here. This part here is what scares me. You have to go all the way down. Can you guys see what's going on?
Yeah.
Video people. Here. Here. Oops, it's coming off a little bit. Maybe trim this a little bit. It's not the prettiest thing. Smooth this off. Smooth this off. Smooth it, smooth it, smooth it. Squish it on. Okay, so now you want to make sure, oops, there's a little extra here. I'm trying to make it to the 7-minute one. Okay, now we're going to put, what's that? Okay, so we put this on here. Okay, so there we go. We covered all the sins, the edge there. We got our little taper going.
Look at that taper.
Okay. All right, and then the back's a little ugly. Okay, you have a very flat surface for setting your teeth on, and the dimensions are pretty close. It's arbitrary dimensions because you're going to be adjusting it anyway when you put it in the patient's mouth. But this is generally where you want to go. Okay, did that make sense?
Yeah.
Was that wasn't too bad, right?
Oh.
Okay, and then if you wanted to, they want this 45 in the back. So if the back isn't perfect, so you're not going all the way back there, you can take your knife and make it look super pretty, like that. I forgot about that stuff. did this a year ago. There, does that look better? Is that what they want? Okay, so there's the posterior. It looks that looks
All right.
right.
All about making it
Okay.
shiny.
Okay, yeah. Ow, ow, ow. I wouldn't bother putting wax on here. There's no point. Okay, so now when you have this and you make the other one, does that make sense now, how this is all going to work?
Yeah.
Okay, to do the lower, let me show you a couple of tricks with this one. All right, when you're doing, you have your 4 sets all made, and you stick it on here, how are you going to measure 3/4 of the height of the retromolar pad?
2/3 of the no.
How you, if this is all covered up like that, how do you know where you
You do it
2/3?
You
beforehand.
have to make a mark on the edge.
Right, so you guys already, they showed you that? Oh, okay. No? Okay. Okay. For those of you who didn't bother going to class, that would really hurt. Hi, this is killing me. Okay, so the retromolar pad is this funky looking thing back here, right? If you didn't know where it is, that's where it is. It's this lumpatoid. Yes, lumpatoid. So then what you want to do is go 2/3 the height up. So that's kind of like here. And transfer that line out onto the land area. And you come here. And you come out like that. So now when you put your, okay, see? You see? See? That was a weird hand coming into my video. So,
Put the right side in first.
well, if the tray was proper, it would just sit
Hey, I had to
nicely.
do this like in 15 minutes to get it ready for
Okay.
you.
So anyway, the point being here now, if you guys can follow this, you have your big, unless you want me to do this, is you have the big wax rim on here, this tall thing. So from here, the anterior part here is 18. Right? Does that make sense? And now what you want to do, let's imagine you have this big lump of wax here, is keep this up. This one you have to do on the cast. So you're not going to do it like this, again. Turn it over so it runs off. So what you want to do is try and eyeball, I'll do this here first, eyeball that 2/3 the height there, and then take your wax and scoosh this down to where you get to 22. And then you're going to have the flat edge. Does it make sense? So the 18, you go 2/3 here, and then rotate it down to 22 millimeters, and now you'll have the flat edge. You can't do this off the cast because you need the marking on the cast to show it. Okay, so you do that. You do the sticky wax, make the horseshoe, put this on, measure, melt it, and then do all the rest is, make this the right thickness and put that extra little bead around the front. Does that help?
It does.
Okay? No, no. So everybody who watched this video, I'd like a $10 donation toward. What's the question in the
Dr.
back?
Quinn dinner
Why
party.
does the back do the posterior? Why did you measure from the top, not the bottom?
Excuse
So
me?
from here you measure from there. Over here you measure from the top of it.
No, from here there is no measurement.
I think he's talking about on
Yeah, I'm
the,
talking about the
the
next
max
one.
stroke.
Were you supposed to measure from here?
I have no idea.
I'm almost positive you measure from here. Otherwise, this would look like this, and you wouldn't have any. It would look silly. There's no wax there.
Yeah.
You got to remember that this, this includes the gums and the teeth and the whole thing. So when you put this in, this part is supporting the lip. So when you do your profile, you got to get that all correct in the vertical. So once you're all done, the lower is going to fit right there, and it'll come down here. It will come something like that. Okay?
Okay.
Sweet.